Hey cruisers, I'm Sherry with Cruise Tips TV. You didn't think that I would skip or miss my weekly vlog just because I'm on a cruise. I wouldn't dream of it. So welcome to our little balcony on board Star Princess. I'm sure that you can hear the sound of the waves crashing beneath us. The weather has been rough going back up the coast of Baja California, as it always is. Last night I was rocking and rolling, almost fell out of the bunk bed that my son made me sleep in. Anyway, we're having a great time. You can look forward to seeing a ton of videos and vlogs and tours and some special surprises from this trip. We have been behind the camera a lot. We've had a lot of time to do so on this 10-night journey. We're actually on the last day of the cruise and a little bit sad about that, as we always are, but it's just been so wonderful. We've made so many new friends and so many memories. So since I haven't really been logged into my email or the internet this week, I really don't know what's going on in the way of cruise news, but I did get onto YouTube and look at questions from you guys, and we're gonna spend the majority of today's vlog answering questions from you so we don't fall behind. Some of you are going on cruises right away, so I have my phone right here and I'm going to be reading you guys the questions and doing my best to answer them without any notes or anything today, so be patient with me. And as always, subscribers, if you have any tips for people who have questions, leave them in the comments below. First question today is from Chloe Wilcox. Chloe's going on a cruise in a little more than a week and is wondering what kind of toiletry cases and items she should bring. Chloe, watch our Pack With Me video that we did for our last cruise, the short cruise. There's a video where I'm holding up a blue bag in the little thumbnail. You should definitely watch that one and it'll give you some ideas. As for what type of toiletry cases, you can bring whatever you want, but I use hanging toiletry cases that go on the back of the bathroom door or on a towel rack. The types of things that you'll need, there's lots and lots, but I'm going to tell you what I bring as quickly as I can. Deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoos, sunscreen, lots and lots of lotion. Your skin may get dry. Face lotion, sunscreen, things like that. And anything else that you can't live without. Take the makeup that you use on a day-to-day basis, bring the whole shebang if that works for you, and watch those videos, and also watch for another Pack With Me video. May not be out in time for your cruise. I hope that that helps you. Our next question today is from Melanie McIntyre. Hi, Melanie. Headed to Alaska on the Pearl in July for their 10-year wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary. She's taking her son, who will be 8, and wants to know what to expect on a Norwegian cruise, or advice on excursions that are fun for an 8-year-old, and I'm assuming this is Alaska. Melanie, Alaska is a great place for kids. We've taken our son, who's pretty close in age to yours, and he's gonna love everything in Alaska. I think that probably what I would focus on is things that are obviously outdoor and adventure related. There are gold panning excursions, salmon bakes. You can go visit glaciers. He might even be old enough to go on a rafting excursion. You could go dog sledding. You could take a helicopter tour. The kinds of things that I know our son doesn't really like would be like walking around town. He's not into that. He doesn't really like just kind of cruising through the towns. So do something like that. And I also highly recommend, if you're going to Skagway, get on that White Pass Railway with your son. I think he'll love it. It's a long journey, but it's a good one. So I hope that that helps you. Next question is from Adam De Silva. Adam wants to know if there's anything to do in Cozumel or Costa Maya for teens, any water parks, etc. I've not been to Costa Maya, but in Cozumel, Adam, there are tons of beach park type places that you can go for the day, and you can pay a fee and have all you can drink and eat for the day. And some of them are more relaxing and like for adults, and others are more for kids. I want you to go on TripAdvisor and look at things to do. I've been to Nachi Cacombe, and I've heard great things about Mr. Sancho's. Both of them are beach clubs in Cozumel and should be really fun for a teen. Hope that that helps you. I'm sorry I can't weigh in on Costa Maya, but maybe some of our subscribers can leave you some comments below. Next question comes from the Recon 1A, and it is about our last Pack With Me Part 1 video. You wanted to know if the rolling luggage that I used was for all of our stuff and how that was working. You and your wife are going on a cruise to the Caribbean and kind of want to know what to do to pack light. In that video, that was for a 4-night cruise, and what I packed on that cruise was one rolling carry-on, which was the dark, I believe it was the dark brown suitcase in that video, and then I packed one large suitcase, relatively large. It wasn't 27-inch like you're mentioning for both of us. One of them I carried with us, one of them I checked. You can probably go lighter than we can if it's just you and your wife, because I was traveling with a child as well, so we had stuff for 3 people and some equipment and things like that for filming. But you can probably do a 1 bag each and a 20-inch carry-on. That would be no problem at all. You can pack as light as you want if it's a short cruise. I hope you can hear me. The waves are kind of loud in the background. Let me know if that answers your question. Next one is from Heather Ketchum. Heather wants to know if we're going to do another pack with us for our next cruise. Yes, we did record a pack with us before this 10-night cruise. It is coming soon. We have a lot more stuff that we packed on this voyage, so you can look forward to seeing that one very soon, Heather. A lot of people have asked me about that, so hopefully that helps. Next one, we actually have two very similar questions this week. Mrs. Splinda and Minky W want to know about the weather in Mexico in December. They want to know if they should be packing warm weather clothes or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that you're going to like the ports of Cabo and Puerto Vallarta and Mazatlan from LA. You're doing some kind of a 7-night cruise that has a combination of sea days and port days. My recommendation for you, since you are in the very coolest time of the year in California, is to assume that your sea days down and your sea days back are going to be chilly. You're going to be experiencing the same type of weather that you would experience in Los Angeles at that time of year, except for it'll be more breezy and cold. Jeans, sweatshirts, a light jacket will be enough. You don't need to go like Alaska cold with hats and scarves or anything like that, but a light jacket would probably be appropriate, especially if you want to be up on deck during those times. Now in Cabo, it's going to be fully tropical, warm. Puerto Vallarta, fully tropical, warm, 80s and 90s. You're talking swimsuits, cover-ups, flip-flops. You do not need anything warmer than that down there at that time of year. Puerto Vallarta will be muggy and warm. Cabo will be dry and warm. So you're going to be packing a combination of stuff. You can also probably do laundry on board depending on what ship you're on. So you may not want to overpack those cozy clothes. I find that those jeans and things, if you pack more than maybe 2 pair of pants and sweatshirts, they're going to sit in your closet. You're going to be living in that tropical wear, and you're probably going to be in the warm hot tubs and the heated pools, even on sea days. So you'll be fine. Pack a variety though, a little bit different than if you were doing that cruise, say in August. Next question is from Deborah Long. Deborah wants to know which cruise line generally has the best prices. They're thinking about a cruise on Carnival, and she also wants to know about travel agent use for Carnival. So Deborah, Carnival generally is the low price leader, but if you're going out of Florida on a cruise, for example, you're going to find that every single cruise line has competitive prices if you're willing to sail at slightly off-season times. So just do your research, pick the line you want, and you'll find an inexpensive cruise. But yeah, Carnival does run a little bit more on the low-cost side. Now, I've mentioned this before on vlogs. You asked about using a travel agent. The only time I don't use my travel agent is when I'm booking with Carnival, because there's not a real benefit to my travel agent for doing that, and not a lot of benefit for me. So I use my personal vacation planner through Carnival, and when you call Carnival, you can book directly with them. I don't see any reason why you need a travel agent for Carnival unless you're a brand new cruiser and you need a lot of guidance. That's my advice. That's how I handle it. Totally up to you. Hopefully that answers the whole question. I'm sorry, my phone just kind of turned off. We're getting it back. Okay. Next question is from Contraxt. Wants to know about formal nights on a 7-day cruise on Royal Caribbean. They don't want to dress up, but then they don't want to be forced into the buffet for 2 nights. And they want to know if anybody has experience with casual dressing on formal nights. So I'm assuming that what you want to do is try to go to the main dining room, but not dress up too much. There will be rules in your newsletter about what you need to wear. You can probably loosen those rules a teeny tiny bit, but I wouldn't recommend wearing shorts. They will not let you in the dining room. For example, you might be able to wear a pair of slacks and like a polo shirt or a short sleeved button-up shirt, but you don't have to wear a tux. They're not going to kick you out if you're wearing non-jean pants and some kind of a collared shirt. I've seen it firsthand on the cruise that I'm on right now, where people were actually wearing like pretty casual shirts but pants. You need to avoid shorts and sandals though. I think you'll probably be okay. I don't have a lot of experience with formal nights on Royal Caribbean, but I really just don't think they're going to turn you away. I think it's worth the risk, but you know, don't go too blatantly against the dress code. Just kind of meet somewhere in the middle, look presentable, and you should be okay. Hope that helps you. And I think that was our last question for today. I will take a look when we get home and make sure that I didn't miss any of your questions. And if I did, feel free to let me know, shoot me another comment so that when we get home, we can answer them. I hope that you have all enjoyed our ocean view vlog today. I know I certainly have, and I'm very much looking forward to sharing the rest of our journey with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye.
Hey, click me to subscribe.